Yeah. Wwjd. 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 What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. Now let's say you're sitting at a TGIF, just about to dip out, you still haven't left. Waiters giving bad service, driving you to hate. Do you still leave a tip? Well, let's contemplate. What would Jesus do? Would he up and throw a fit? Or like a banana, would he say he's got a split? This is a scenario I'm sure you weren't expecting. Just like the world, it's love that we're neglecting. Let's cut back to the scene we're discussing. Done with the attitude, cease with the fussing. Someone does you wrong, then how should you react? You forgive them like Jesus would, homie, that's a fact. Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. Teenage girl about the age of 16, soon to have a baby that she can't afford to feed. Father's on the run cause he can't take the stress, trying to figure out how we got into this mess. Pressure's building up, they arrive at a solution. That ain't just a fetus, that's a baby that you're losing. Consider the effect, forget about the cause. How could you dare bring a life to a pause? Here's a new perspective, the life of your child, that's the main objective. You made a mistake, now respect it. Take a little time to get yourself recollected. Trust in the Lord, don't listen to the skeptics. All shall bow to Jehovah, so accept it. God has commands way different from our ethics. If you truly know the Messiah, then you know he would have kept it. Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. I close my eyes to the world. They've outgrown wisdom, so reality is swirled. I pray for the people that are listening. Find the Lord's glory, it's still glistening. Encased tightly like a piston. I know you're searching, I'm only insisting. When temptation stands in your way, ask yourself, what would Jesus do today? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd. What would Jesus do? Wwjd. Wwjd.